My husband lost his job in April and has been home while I have been working extra shifts, making $12 per hour, to keep us from going broke. Yes, I've been out of the house more than at home. Yes, I haven't been super active in bed because I am really exhausted all the time from working 70 hours a week, standing on my feet all 70 hours. I thought he'd appreciate that I am working so we have things like food and a place to live. Instead, he and my best friend have been fucking while I've been at work. She lost her job, too. They've always gotten along with each other, and I've never felt jealous or threatened that they have hung out together, just the two of them, over the years. One very drunk night in 2009, she and I did make out, but it was a one-time thing, and I didn't enjoy it. I thought I could trust them and that they were just friends. Obviously, I'm an idiot. Enough backstory that I came home tonight and found them snuggling on the couch watching TV. Like in a spooning position, but it was very obvious it was intimate. They didn't panic. But she sat up. Then he sat up. At this point, I felt my stomach turn into a rock and I felt dizzy. No word of a lie, my body went into some kind of shock. I just walked to the bathroom and closed the door and sat on the toilet. I just started crying after I have no idea how long. I threw up. I heard them whisper talking but couldn't make out what they were saying. But then they knocked on the bathroom door and asked if I was okay, and I told them obviously fucking not. They didn't backpedal or deny anything. They didn't admit to fucking then. But my best friend said we should all probably talk about what's going on. I stayed in the bathroom. We talked through the door. That's when my husband said, "Okay, yes, we didn't want you to find out like this. But we have been in a relationship since July." He said some more things, but I honestly can't remember them because my ears were kind of ringing. And I kept thinking about him saying relationship. This wasn't a fling or a one-night stand. I could maybe forgive that, but a real relationship. Isn't marriage supposed to mean just and I are in a relationship? So he says whatever, and then my best friend says, "So what do you think?" I missed everything he said, obviously, so I told her that, and she said, "So you missed the part about all three of us living together?" After me asking what? My husband clarified that she would stay on the couch, but they'd keep each other company during the day, and I could be with her too if I wanted. She knows I don't want this because we would have made out more than that one time in 2009, right? I know she needs to move out of her place because no job equals no rent payment. I had told her in the past she could always crash at my place, but I never meant like this. How could she not know that? Is my best friend an idiot? Am I an idiot? I need advice. Yes, tell me that I'm the idiot I am for trusting them and having bad judgment and not doing my wifely duties. I own all those things. I just need help figuring out my next steps. I don't want to be in a throuple, and I don't even want to look at either of them. It's 3:30 a.m., and I can't sleep and don't know what to do. I feel like I've been used. I don't know even if I leave, if I'd still have to pay for my husband's expenses because he's not working, which would mean I'm paying for them to have a relationship, which idiot me has been doing since July, and I really hate my life right now.
Sincerely, from the bottom of my being. Leave his broke ass with that broke bitch. How stupid can he be cheating on the sole person who your entire lifestyle is dependent on? Let them rot. It's a blessing in disguise that you found out their true characters.
Oh, sweetheart, no, you're not an idiot, and you didn't show bad judgment in trusting these people. Get that shit out of your head. As another commenter said, get proof they've been having an affair, then contact an attorney. You've been working yourself to the bone to support this asshole and deserve so much more from life than that. And the fact they've shown absolutely no guilt tells you how little they respect you as a person. You owe him no more of your time. I don't know you personally, but you're obviously a smart and dedicated person with more strength than me just by working 70 hours a week to stay afloat. You didn't flounder. You did what you had to do to survive. It's okay to be hurt right now, to cry and want to break things or even stay in bed for days, but don't let this become your new reality. You've shown astounding strength once, and you can do it again.
Can you just move out and leave them both behind and broke and facing the consequences of their stupid decisions?
Kick them to the curb!
Yesterday was our 10-year anniversary. Brought flowers to wife's office. Found some guy nuzzling her neck and her giggling. Yep, my wife and I were married 10 years ago yesterday. She has been working on a big project for the last few months. The last 4 weeks or so, she has been putting in extra time, staying late, going in early, to finish up by deadline. This is a career maker for her. I work construction. With the rain we have crazy hours trying to make up time that we missed. So I work 12 hours on the days it's nice, sometimes a little longer. If it's raining when I get up, I don't go in. Some days we get sent home when it starts, too dangerous. I usually hit the gym for an hour or two. Thursday we started at 6 a.m., mid-morning, starts to rain hard. We go home. I go to the gym as usual. I cut the workout short and head downtown to see wife Megan, to give her flowers and make plans for dinner that night, if possible. We really haven't seen much of each other this week. I went to bed about 9 p.m. She wasn't home, called earlier me she is working late. Not unusual for past month. I stopped and got some flowers and went into her building about 12:30. Nicole was at the receptionist desk. I told her I got here later than I wanted. Could she put the flowers on Megan's desk? She said, "I don't think they went to lunch yet. Why not drop them off yourself?" She buzzed the door to get back to the offices. The place was deserted. I went to her office. The door was closed. I always walk in unless the receptionist tells me she is in a meeting. I walk in, some guy is standing behind her, nuzzling her neck. She is reaching back over his head. She is giggling only as she can, saying, "We got to get this done." I am gut-punched. I slammed the flowers down, said, "Happy anniversary," and walked out. I didn't hear what she said, just went past. Nicole said goodbye and left. Made it to elevators and out the building, then my phone started ringing. I bawled my eyes out all the way home, went into garage, pulled my camping gear out of the rafters, and took off. I drove about 2 hours to a state park. I had no idea what to do. I just had to run. I hiked a trail we have been on in the past, about a 3-hour hike. I don't drink much, so I had no booze. I just sat there thinking. Looking back, I am glad I was in a rush. Normally, I bring a .45 caliber handgun. With me camping, we have black bears, which generally scare off, but get aggressive if hungry or cubs around. The way I was feeling, I might have ate the barrel that night. My phone was blowing up from Megan, so I'd turned it off. I left the park to get reception, turned it on to see my good friend called. I called him back. He said Megan called him to check on me, make sure I didn't do anything stupid. We talked a bit, told him I got to think this through, would catch up on Friday. So, while I am thinking about this, I go over our marriage from the beginning to see what I missed. We come from completely opposite backgrounds. My grandfather raised me with my mom. He taught me about life. He had a little saying about everything. He told me marriage would be the hardest job ZI ever had. You had to work on it every day. God, I miss him. We did not have much. Heard Mom and Grandpa having many discussions about bills. They worked hard, and my brother and I did not miss out on anything we knew of. Megan was born into money, not overly rich, but very comfortable. Went to a great college, always great clothes, new car, etc. And she is beautiful, 11 by 10 beautiful. I would joke with her if she coughed about the silver spoon getting stuck in her throat. We met, hit off, started dating. I was dumbfounded how such a woman would ever be with me. We dated quite a while before she told me about her parents and lifestyle. Our friends called us the model couple because they thought we were so good-looking we had to be models. Families were not as kind, afraid of the differences economically would come into play. Her dad and I started to get along, but my mom took some convincing. She graduates, gets her first job. We plan on getting married. We work out between us that we would expose each other to our lives that we live. I took her whitewater rafting. She took me to the symphony. We went ziplining. We went to an art opening, etc. We agreed we had to experience the other's interests. She was really enthused about the more physical things we did. I kind of like the symphony and such. I own 2 tuxes now. I look back and do not see any red flags. Her first 2 jobs, she quit because the men all tried to get in her pants. She was paraded out in front for photo ops, invited to conferences when other newbies were not. At dinner at a conference, a partner tried to get her drunk, then tried to force himself into her room that night. She quit. The next job, the same thing. Quit again. This 3rd job has women as some of the partners, and none of that BS is in her workplace. She seems very happy. We seemed very happy. So now Friday, I am home. I called her, asked where she was back at work. I, being in a smartass mood, said that the marriage is taking second place to her job.
She responded since I would not talk, what was she to do? Fair enough. She will be home in an hour. So I wait. I want to save our marriage. If I am lacking in providing, then I want to fix it. I want to ask why, of course, but I cannot accept I don't know answer. How do I phrase this? What else should I be asking? I know I will get all emotional and forget everything, so over the next few days we will be going over and over this. What she did is wrong, but please no degrading comments. She is still my wife. Thank you in advance.
Holy crap, I cannot imagine walking in on something like that while your mood is sky high because of the anniversary. My friend, you are on the right path. Do not accept I don't know. You are not at fault. Ask what she is going to do to fix this. If she wants to fix it, I feel for you. Please update. Please.
Cut that self-blame shit out. Have some self-respect. Marriage is over. You owe that secretary big time. She saved your ass. Smart woman. LOL, ask her out on a date. Even with kids, better to not be in a broken marriage.
She's been fucking around on you for who knows how long. She didn't come to you out of guilt and confess. She got caught red-handed. She's garbage, dude. She's not the one. Divorce her and find someone who's not a cheating scumbag. Nothing good can come from forgiving her and staying with her. You will never be able to trust her again because she's not a trustworthy person.